That exam sucked. The desks were so cramped together, the teacher really should have moved us to another room.
What if accessing your learning space was always a challenge?
Are they using an elevator, but they're not even injured or in a wheelchair? That's so lazy.
What if your physical pain wasn't visible?
I don't mean to be rude, but there's this girl that sits next to me in bio and she's always fidgeting. It's so annoying.
What if your brain always needed to fidget in order to focus?
I don't have time to take naps, and I make sure to keep myself busy, unlike my roommate who's always in her room and sleeps all day.
What if you needed to lay in bed to pass a pointless day?
You're my friend and all. Stop freaking out like it's the end of the world.
What if it felt like the end of the world, choking, crushing anxiety all the time, even though you remind yourself it's not?
She's late again? Why doesn't she just get out of bed earlier?
What if you couldn't find a reason to get up in the morning?
Ugh, my friend never remembers anything. I don't know why she just doesn't pay more attention for once.
What if your brain was too busy remembering a trauma to think about anything else?
Ugh, I hate when the professor puts captions on. It's so distracting.
What if captions were the only way you could experience a movie? Is your distraction more important than a person's ability to understand?
Why don't they get to participate in this dumb game?
What if classes always did physical activities, but your disability stopped you from participating?
Why are you always so tired? Why don't you just go to bed earlier? I mean, not to be judgmental.
What if you did go to bed early, but no matter how hard you tried to fall asleep, your brain just wouldn't shut off?
Look me in the eyes when I'm talking to you.
What if the way people expected you to communicate was completely different than the way you naturally function?
Wow, I never would have guessed you were autistic. You seem so normal.
Isn't normalcy just relative to the majority?
I'm not trying to be rude, like I get they can't talk, but why don't they just like write everything down?
Why don't you just write down everything you want to say?
I think genetic testing on fetuses is so important. I mean, it's sad and all, but what if parents find out that their kids are, special? Then they could take care of it.
What if you knew that if this were the case, you wouldn't be here? Would you say then that a disabled person's life is not worth living?
It's not an autistic person. It's a person with autism. They are a person first before they are not a disability or disorder label.
What if you realized being autistic isn't bad or wrong? It's not a weight that you carry, but a lens that you experience the world through.
You're
Okay,
so
look at me, I wanna talk to
inspirational. So you don't have like a real.
That's so lame.
If we lived in a world designed for people with disabilities, we would be the disabled ones.